Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about what on earth is going on with the market. We're seeing NVDA selling off 7%. We're seeing the S&P selling off, the Dow Jones. We're going to be talking about what's going on, why we're getting so much sell-off, and answering that main question of is now the best time to invest. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys do, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about swing trading and trading in the market, check out our school. We have an amazing school where I teach people how to find undervalued stocks, our strategies, our approach. It's awesome, and we're doing a 50% off, back to school day sale. So check it out, code school 50% off. So click that link right now. And guys, let's jump into this here. So looking at the S&P, this is the S&P 500 index representing the top 500 companies in the United States, weighted by market cap. Now you guys can see here, just looking at the chart, what do we notice? We notice this great upward trend, but we also notice that we see a heavy resistance line. Resistance is just where we get natural tendencies of getting sell-off here. It's having a hard time on the technical side, breaking over this $5,600 mark. It hits it several times, a lot of consolidation there. And even looking at the 5-day chart, you guys can kind of see it just flat. But today alone, we're seeing a lot of mixed things. Looking at the S&P 500 map, you guys can see that, the whole market really isn't that bad. What we're seeing here is a lot of tech, a lot of technology, and semiconductors just getting smoked. I think we all know that companies like NVDA, AMD, all these companies that were up, 50, 60, 70%, NVIDIA up over 122% in a single year. Stuff like this is going to happen, right? It's going to happen. When a company goes up that much that quick, you're going to have sell-off. And given that their earnings last week was a little shaky, and it actually got 7% sell-off, I think that's normal. I think right now we're seeing technology that is just a little inflated in following that company like Apple, Google, Meta, Amazon. And then energy in general right now is getting a lot of sell-off because oil prices are coming down. So those sectors right now are seeing the most volatility. But if you actually look at companies like Visa in the financial realm, we're actually getting buying pressure. Customer defense, we're getting buying pressure. So it all depends on right now the sectors you're invested into. So looking at one of the things here that I think is important is one of the reasons why we're getting sell-off. This is an article here by Yahoo Finance, and pretty much why we're getting a lot of sell-off is the August job report is due this Friday, and it will headline economic releases in the week ahead as investors look to see whether the signs of slowing in the July job reports were overstated or an earlier warning of a broader slowdown. So people are nervous about the job reports. We had a shaky job reports, the past couple. So a lot of investors are nervous and are taking profit now. With the market hitting almost highs, this represents a good opportunity to start selling out on stocks, right? You always hear that expression, buy low, sell high. And given right now hedge funds and a lot of people with a lot of money that are invested right now are just taking their profit, ahead of this because they always can hop back in on positions. So I do think that is very, very important is that job reports, and we do have some quarterly earnings from a couple of companies. So we'll see what happens with those. But another thing here is the fear and greed index. We always hear that expression of be fearful when others are greedy, and then be greedy when others are fearful. So right now with the fear and greed index at a greed, people are greedy. This is the time to be fearful. Compared to if we're on the fear side or the extreme fear side, could represent a good opportunity to start that buying, start buying stocks and companies you like and you believe in. So now let's actually look at one of the companies that I wanted to talk about today, and that is NVIDIA. NVIDIA, look at the past 5 days, just stair-stepping its way down, having a hard time just getting buying pressure, but I do think that's normal. If we look at the chart here, you guys can see that we've seen a huge amount of buying pressure, right? This huge J curve. Now we've formed this little downward trend. So I do think anything under, even at its current price, it's right at that 90-day moving average line. I think anything from 110 and under represents a good opportunity to buy NVIDIA. NVIDIA right now is still having good earnings. They're still heavily invested into AI. Their revenues are growing at an astonishing rate. So I think it's a buy. And I understand we could see some volatility from it. But for me, I'm willing to, start buying in when we get some sell-off, using sell-off as some opportunity, to buy stocks just at a cheaper price. So guys, if you guys want to learn more about investing, trading, check out our school. It's awesome. You won't regret it. But guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. This is kind of everything going on with the market today. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next. Take care.